father?
He's, faking a massive coronary to win over a woman he tricked into a phony marriage.
You say that with a fair amount of pride.
You've met my dad.
No, I don't recall an introduction.
Father Lucius?
Ah, your priest.
Yeah, you knew he wasn't a priest, though.
Not only does he fake holy orders, he fakes heart attacks.
You just have to get to know him.
He's an interesting role model for a boy.
Yeah, he, tried to pass on as many skills as he could. You know, the #1 rule for my dad was just don't get caught. You can run as many scams as you want, but don't get caught.
So that's where you got your silver tongue?
Learning at the feet of a master.
And this woman he's trying to win over, is this your mom?
No, my parents have been separated for a long time. Her name's Tracy. She's, tough as nails and quite rich. My dad took her to Vegas and got her so drunk she couldn't remember anything. Convinced her they'd gotten married. It was all a ruse to get her money. But then he fell in love with her.
She never found out that they weren't really married?
Oh, no, she found out. Gave him the boot. And now he's pretending he had a heart attack. I try to remind Tracy of how much she loves him. My role tonight was to help sell that my dad's on his deathbed.
So, if you drop down in front of me with a fatal malady, I should ignore you. Is that it?
I fear I've told you too much.
It was good to see.
When she was working undercover at the club. Thank you. Thanks. We've been through some similar experiences. Seen some people get hurt that deserve better. Yeah, anyway, Sam was there one night tailing some sleaze, and halfway through her shift, she just started to cry. So I took her outside, and Sam told me about Jason. How he was in prison looking out for you. I thought that was so amazing that he would do that. And I thought it was awful that they'd sent a kid like you to Pentonville. So I told Sam, if there was ever anything I could do to help, to just let me know.
But she thinks she'd ask you to sleep with me, though.
Look, Sam called, and she explained that you'd been released, and said you were having a tough time. She said you had a girl you liked, and that you just, you wanted to make sure you'd be okay with her.
Well, that's over now. I kind of blew off the party and hurt Allie's feelings.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you can make it up to her.
You lied to her like I lied to everybody else. I pretend to be okay when I'm really not. I can't believe you're still actually talking to me.
I like you, Michael. I think you're incredibly brave. And I'm glad Sam called me to meet you. I wish I would have handled it better. I wish that I could have made things okay for you.
Don't worry, I was way screwed up before you even came along.
Everybody is screwed up in some way. Maybe when you figure that out, you'll stop being so hard on yourself. I have to go. I'm gonna be late for my shift. Jeez. It was, good to see you.
You too.
Abby? Do you come to Kelly's a lot?
I just stopped in at random. But I like it. I think I'll come back.
Hey. I'm really glad you're here.
Was it one of those days?
Yeah, I'm just having wiped. How was your day?
I just want to get in bed with you. Make the whole day go away.
All right. You first. What happened?
My dad faked a massive coronary to get Tracy to admit that she still loves him.
How did that go?
Well, it's still a work in progress because Maya and Ethan are working the scam, and I had to get lucky into coming and risking his cover by sitting by my dad's deathbed.
Well, it's really touching, actually, to see that your family comes together in a time of crisis.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for my dad's sake, I hope it works, because if something goes wrong, he could lose Tracy forever. And speaking of loss, I might be out of a job.
What do you mean? Why?
Because Kate is furious that Maxie and I didn't tell her that Brenda Barrett is in town. And she gave me a list of things to do, starting with getting Brenda on the cover of Crimson. So I went to go see Brenda. And I asked, and I pleaded, and I charmed. And she said that she would only do it if Jax asked her personally.
So go to Jax.
Yeah, well, Jax is not doing it because Carly would get upset. So I went to Carly to have her tell Jax that she's just okay with it.
And how's that?
No, it's like talking to a wall.
Yeah,
So.
I'm sorry.
Well, what about you? What happened with your day?
Well, speaking of Brenda, I've been assigned to be her personal bodyguard. Jax used his clout to request that Brenda have police protection.
Why does it have to be you?
Well, Claire Walsh thinks that I'm uniquely qualified because I'm the son of the love of Brenda's life.
This is getting so weird.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, Brenda is like creeping into every part of my life, my work, my friendships. Now you're gonna be spending like, what, 8 hours with her, gazing into those brown eyes?
Look, police guards, we don't gaze into eyes. We open doors and we screen visitors and we shoot bad
You know
guys.
what I mean? I don't know. I think that you're gonna get sucked into the Brenda vortex.
The Brenda vortex?
Yeah, it's something that Carly calls it. It's like she casts a spell that guys can't resist.
She's my dad's old girlfriend. Trust me, I can resist.
This is actually good.
You had a meeting with someone about Brenda Barrett.
Jason Morgan. He's the man protecting her.
Do you trust him?
Well, we're on opposite sides of the law, but yeah, I do.
That's a mistake to trust anyone too much. You never know what secrets they're keeping.
We have to trust people to survive, Siobhan. You just have to know who.
The man's not Ronan at all. He's undercover cop named Spencer.
Here's how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna tell the Balkan that I'll be delivering Brenda personally. And when we make the exchange, Jason and I will ambush him.
What can I do to help?
You stay here.
Oh, you risk your neck, not a chance.
You already had a gun pointed at your head twice. And you're supposed to be dead, okay? This isn't a game.
Fine. Let's see put.
Thank you.
But the Balkan's got a nasty reputation. He may as well be one step ahead, which means you and Jason will be the ones walking into an ambush.